Here we are at Santon Church.
Looking forward to it. After last week, that was amazing.
Yeah, had some really good results. Special guest star, Rudy. Medium extraordinaire. Ready to
Rock and roll.
rock and roll. Shall we take a look?
This is quite a lot of energy here.
Sorry?
Quite I'll just put this up there. Gone on hot, yeah.
Sorry?
Gone on hot.
Yeah.
I know it's probably not. Someone's chatting away. Hello? Who am I talking to?
Was it you breathing there?
Breathing?
Yeah, sort of heavy, because I heard heavy, like heavy.
I think that might be Rudy, actually.
No, it's actual breathing. I heard it. It happened to me as well.
I heard it as well.
It's breathing coming from this area. And there's someone there. Hello, my name's Rudy. I'm not here to hurt or harm, just picking stuff up. What's your name? Who are you? I hope you don't mind us being here. Come in peace. Thank you. There's definitely somebody there. They're talking. I can't hear what they're saying quite yet. There's also a bit of an accent. An accent with this person.
Yeah, Jen said that, haven't you?
So rather than kind of French, don't know, can't. What about certain religions? Talking about religion. Spiritualists. Yeah. Is this church around the 1600s, or was it?
Yeah, 1600s.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yep. Also get the impression of Templar activity.
Haven't come across any Templar as such.
I saw that as I was coming up. Saw a man standing there with a red cross and heavily armoured, of course, in white. So,
There are some Templar-related images in the windows here and there.
yes. I haven't even started to look around yet. Just feeling the layers. Yeah. I'm hearing bells now. Don't know what that signifies.
Okay.
And some energy just above. Oh, I feel it. Jesus, that is great. I like it. It's not a bad energy, it's just very, very potent. And it's all the way here, it's all this side. I haven't been over this side. Sorry, mate. There's a woman there who's crying, weeping, lonely, don't know. She's got a head in her hair, she's weeping.
Would you say there's any reason why she was crying?
No. Hello, my name's Rudy. Who are you? Sounds like Mary.
Okay.
Sounds like. Yeah. Why are you crying? Oh. So, I don't think something not very nice must have happened. Well, obviously, there's a few layers here. And it's making me anxious. It's making me really, I'm fighting to get Margaret out of it. You know, it's part of excitement, part, like I've been running, you know. I am out of breath. There's definitely was breathing over that side. 1600s, definitely. Okay. Jenny, you got some EVP, haven't you?
What, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have it, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have, yeah.
And was that pretty clear?
You see, the interesting thing about it is, it used to be all relatively around by the chancel area.
Yeah.
Then it came from the back. Then it went back to the chancel area, and it can go anywhere during the night.
Well, it probably moved
All
about.
day. It's interesting.
Yeah, probably moved about. Well, certainly quite a lot already, quite a lot happening, but we haven't even started yet. Yeah. Thomas, are you here, Thomas? Could you talk to us? We'd like to hear from you, or make yourself known to us. We're not here to harm you or anything else, we're just quite interested in the history. I'm just going to check in here, okay?
I wouldn't go in the vestry because if you go in the vestry, you don't get no activity.
I just want to see what I can pick up.
Yeah, I can show you won't get no activity for what the place has to chew over. Come in 5 minutes, go on.
That's all right.
Take trip in 5 minutes.
There's a dog barking. I know he's in there, but there's an outstation. I've got a dog coming in here.
We have had a big footprint in from there.
There's a dog in here.
Hey?
There is a dog.
Yeah, we have had sort of like a big footprint and that's wet, but the interesting part is they've been dry the whole day.
It's like a guard dog. Okay, boy. Okay. No worries. I'd like to spread light, love and light around this church and those that dwell in the church. Please communicate with us, as we'd like to know if you're here. We mean you no harm. We're friendly. And we're just curious and try and get some evidence of activity in a lovely, beautiful church. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Do you mind if I step up into the pulpit? my congregation present today? I'm the dean of the parish. Last time I said that, I had quite a reaction.
After I laughed, did anybody else laugh?
No.
You laughed, really?
I just breathed.
So you didn't laugh? Kill? I think we had a laugh there.
Do you mind me being dean of the parish? Do you find it very funny that I am the dean of the parish? Would you rather have me as the dean of the parish than the Reverend Richard Kendall? Will Richard Kendall turn up tonight?
Got no sword there.
Will he come with us tonight? Will he be here today? Are there many in the congregation today? Is Mary here with us tonight?
Just heard faint footsteps.
Is that you, Mary, walking along?
Yes, it's But yeah, the monk, I see a monk swinging his incense there. He's there, whether it's the same. I think he's earlier, you know, and the girl is later. What year were the Roundheads?
Around the 1600s.
Because I see this guy coming in, and he's a soldier, and they don't like it because there's fighting now, obviously, and he's in a peaceful church, and they're looking for something here. Whether it's renegade, you know, people hiding, you know, like, what do you call them? You know, people avoid being conscripted in that.
So basically a deserter.
Yeah. I get that impression that he's looking for deserters. So it's Roundheads, temper, symbolism. I don't know what the witchcraft bit is.
Personally, no, I've never had any witchcraft here.
It's probably prolific through the whole country, wasn't it?
It was, yes. But there is, I'm looking at a layer of it, or an instance here. Maybe a reference made to it. Yeah. So I've come up with some names. Were they significant to your...
Edward is definitely there. Samuel is definitely there. Mary, we've never had Mary.
Right.
You never get a response from Polly, do you?
Yeah. No, we never had anything from Wilhelm.
No, he's proper gone, I suppose.
Very quickly crossed over.
Yeah.
Do you think these are visiting souls, Eddie, or
Hmm?
do you think these are sort of visiting souls?
Yeah, I would say you can get so many. I mean, say one week you'll get sort of like different ones come in. Another time you'll get the usual ones. There's like today, so it's got to be the different ones. But what's the time?
Do you know what time it is?
It is 10 to 10.
10 minutes to go then.
Is that when you last made an appearance?
That's a real, yeah, so just beforehand or just after.
I had a word with the vicar last week. And he doesn't think, because of his religion, he thinks that these are malevolent forces, demonic.
He wasn't by any chance Jehovah's Witness, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was CLE.
Interesting, because I mean, say usually if you speak to a Jehovah's Witness about it,
That's outside.
yeah, they will straight away say, oh, it's a demon, it's a demon. No, it's not demons, they're just spirits. So, as quite frankly,
I mean, there's a chap who's a Christian who I work with, and he has the exactly same point of view. He thinks they're malevolent souls, they're not.
yeah, absolutely, that's all it is, the majority of it. I mean, so just straight up spirits. They're not demons or anything like that. I mean, so you see his programs on television. Oh, you demon! And this, that, and the other. It's they're rubbish. It's to get people, trying to get people scared.
Yeah.
You know, we spoke about this lots of times, Dean, it's control.
I heard a voice then after he stopped talking.
Possible, yeah. What's that? What was that, Jen?
I said the church uses it because they like to be fearful and they've got control over you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the blood these days, that's the difference of it. You know, so we not quite in that mindset, Dave.
Welcome back, Rudy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ask you, Rudy, what your point of view is.
On what?
Well, I had a word with the vicar last week, and he's a CLE though. And he thinks these spirits and that are demonic or malevolent. What do you think?
I certainly don't think that. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Did you just hear?
I did giggle, yeah,
Yeah,
so I agreed with Rudy.
But you disagree with that anyway?
I disagree with that because I've been talking to spirit since I was little. And if you want to call me possessed or a demon, that's fine.
Nah, I believe they're just ordinary people that have passed over.
You don't die, your essence never dies.
Yeah, so
You
you
just
got
change
to
into another state. I'm drawn to that.
Chancel.
Yeah,
You standing up, Rudy?
I am.
That's a good reason for that. I've drawn the chancel, that's always a good area. The only trouble with it is if you go in there you don't get anything.
Yeah, but it feels like a dead spot.
You're not far wrong.
Like, I mean, nothing.
What's that? Oh, that's in the back. Now, what it is, this is the original church here. The chancel was all built in the 1800s. So, and that's there. And what it is, we think that was actually built on top of Reverend Kendall's gravesite. So hence, that's the reason why you get a lot of activity in there, because the fact that it was actually built on top of his grave.
I can hear the church choir. That's fine, right?
I just got good chocolate back.
Yeah, I just got
Oh,
that's too long.
First try.
Here he goes. Might buy you was then.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's two.
Oh, no.
Really? Go and sit in that front pew. See if you get anything. The very front pew, your side, that's actually all closed in.
This one.
Carry on down. Carry on down. Carry on down. And you'll see the one that come that's got an open little door.
And an elderly lady sitting here.
Elderly lady.
Yeah, no teeth. Puritan gear.
Old time, then.
Sorry?
Old time.
Yeah. She's overshadowing me, and I've got very gnarled hands, like arthritic. Very gnarled hands. Yes.
That was you who said yes. Old hands, and then said yes. Is that right? Did you just say that?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What do you want? This is our church.
You're right, we're fine. We're just here, interested in you. And the people that are in here.
This is a lovely church.
It's beautiful, we love it. One of the smallest in Great Britain, if not.
Does the referent know you're here?
Sorry?
Does the referent know you're here?
Possibly the Reverend now, but the trustees of the church, they know when we're here. The trustees allow us to come in here and just have a look around and see you. What's your name?
Why do you want to know my name?
I'd just like to know. My name's Eddie. It'd be nice to just know.
I am Emily. My name is Emily.
Emily?
Yes.
It's interesting. Had you before, haven't we?
Have you?
Yeah, I'd say we've been talking to you for a while. Once or twice,
Oh,
not very often.
yes, I remember. Yes.
Not very often, but you have popped in once or twice.
Thank you.
What?
God bless you.
What date is it in your...
All I saw was my hands go gnarled. I had really gnarled hands and I had no teeth. It's like, and a bonnet on.
You've been conscious that you've been talking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do. Sometimes when it happens.
I was just wondering
Okay.
if you'd been conscious of it.
So different there for a few moments there, really.
Yeah, we showed it.
So you actually sound like there's no teeth in.
Well, I've got chewing gum as well.
Oh, that's what it is then.
But she didn't have any teeth.
She didn't have no teeth. Okay. How did that feel?
I feel alright. I'm used to it. Do it all the time.
So you just let go of your thoughts and let them just take over.
Well, if I feel right, if it feels safe, I am protected. So, nothing else can jump in.
If you're here, could you let us know that you're here, please, by saying something?
Sometimes when I look at this chancel, I still can't believe we caught those flashing lights. It's mad.
That was fantastic, that was.
That was absolutely
fantastic.
potty. Going home and seeing that on the computer, I thought, my God.
The amazing thing about it is, I was spoke to Chris about it, and Chris said, I didn't see any of them colours.
No.
And I said, you didn't see any? He said, no. I said, good God. I said, they were all over the place.
Yeah.
I said, that's amazing, but he didn't see it.
No.
That was
And
strange.
there was more than that, which I didn't even put on the video. There's still more than that.
Oh,
Very odd.
If you've got some more on, you should put them on.
Yeah.
You should definitely put them on if you've got more.
Yeah. Well, they were the least interesting ones. They're just sort of blobs of white light here and there,
Still worth putting on. I mean,
Do you got any idea what those, because we've got those little flashes in other places, and I was just wondering what they might be.
Yeah, we've got one in another church. Jenny,
Lights.
another one, not as strong as that, but it's on video.
They're just like flashes of, like, really quick.
You walk through the front door, don't you, as if the orb followed you. You walked out the door, then you came back in the main door, a bit like this one, and about 3 feet away on the wall, you get a blink of light, like that.
Oh, flashes. Yeah.
And then you see an orb appear nearby and just floats away. It's almost as if it followed her outside, and when she came in, it came in through the wall.
I've always looked at them as being spiritual, but when they have put a flash in and that, I've got a flash on camera, I've always put them on, whether they're small, whether tiny or big.
Yeah.
Cool.
A name of Annie.
Annie?
Yeah, an older lady called Annie. She's not very happy.
Can't think of an Annie, I must say.
Anne or Annie. She's not happy that she says, this is my church. Yeah, doesn't seem to be too impressed that we're here, or I'm here anyway.
Was it you that just went like that? Dane? Yeah? Did you just sort of make a noise like No. Interesting. Reverend. He had a hatred of prostitutes.
I knew he was a bad man, that's why I didn't open myself up to him.
He wouldn't like to say he was a bad man as such, but basically he thought he was doing Lord's work. But basically he got two henchmen, Walter and Thelma, and they would send Thelma out. She would go out looking for the prostitutes, gain the trust, bring them back to the church. At the present, we got 22 prostitutes tortured and 22 murdered.
Yeah, I knew that it wasn't us, you know, it wasn't that good, but the locals was really scared of him.
Yeah.
The whole congregation in there was shit scared of the bloke. The fear of, you put the fear of Christ in, or the fear of whatever.
Well, you see, the thing about it is, one, he was an alcoholic. He went out and he would get drunk all the time. He was a blasphemer. He was cursing and doing that, and that's basically what he's gone out down for in history. As a blasphemer, a drunkard, and somebody keeping malignant company.
What about the hangings?
The hangings around the back, we over on that tree.
Yeah.
When you said about the rope, I thought to myself, well, we knew they used to tie the prostitutes up, but we didn't actually know what actually was going on. But then when you said the hanging, that was sort of like, yeah, gotcha, hanging. So that's the one at the back.
They had them kneeling down in front of that pulpit. Not pulpit, in there. I don't like going in there.
Now, the chancel, that's 1800s.
Oh, was it?
So,
We had them kneeling down in front of somewhere. I can't... pulpit, I don't know. But, you know, I don't know where. It could have been round the side of the... What's it, couldn't it? Sorry. Because you said you didn't like that, did you? Side of the building.
No, the far corner there.
Yeah. And I got... you said you spoke to the woman who overshadowed me.
Basically, all I've had from her is just mentioned her voice, mention her name, and that was it. We haven't heard anything about her, anything like that.
She was a very old lady, didn't have no teeth or nothing. She was like, well, she was perhaps older than she looked, I don't know, but you certainly sort of was confused about what we were doing and that. Have you had a few mediums there?
I had a few, yeah.
What have they come up with? Anything significant?
Always been the nasty side of it.
Yeah.
But there's also the nice side of Nicole, and that different ones picked up on Nicole.
The girl?
Well, yeah, the young girl.
Yeah, she's very, she's the happy side of that.
Yep.
But
she sounds absolutely beautiful.
She's a beautiful spirit.
At the same time, the tricky side of it is that she's looking for her uncle, Jeremy. And Uncle Jeremy is looking for her. And you heard them both call each other, but neither of them can meet.
You alright, Eddie?
There's someone walking behind me.
How do you know?
I heard a couple of footsteps. Let me,
You might need to put a light on. Are we picking up on something?
Yeah, someone walking behind me. There was somebody walking behind me, a couple of footsteps I heard on the ground.
So we got...
just reviewing. Seems like see anything.
See, where we are now is in the old medieval church.
Oh yeah. Medieval.
What the grounds are?
This is now.
What we're standing on now is
standing
part of the
on
old
now is
medieval
part of the
church.
Medieval. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So...
Right.
Right, so we're now round about in the middle of the old medieval church.
Okay. So does this wall denote the boundary of it here?
We don't own it really. I think that's older. So not as old as the church.
Right.
It's just this one here. But actual area, if you go on the Santon Church FB site, you'll see the pictures on the pictures, and you'll see where the church is and where they've actually marked out where the actual walls of the medieval church would have been.
Okay.
So you'll see them ones.
Okay.
Right, Rudy.
I keep thinking there's someone following us. I keep feeling there's someone behind us. Scary. No, I don't really get fazed by anything like that.
You do what?
I don't get fazed by anything like that anyway.
Oh, I'm okay because there's four of us, but I want to be on my own though.
I don't mind it.
You
I've
wouldn't
been on
mind
my own
it?
before now.
Yeah, I have got a torch
I
here.
couldn't do that.
You've come here on your own, haven't you, Eddie, before?
Hey?
You've been here on your own, haven't you?
Daytime stuff like
So this is around the spot where the hanging was?
No.
Oh, it's
very
not.
close to it though.
Okay.
Yeah, did mention that. Behind the tree.
Yeah.
I thought it was over the other side.
Did you just touch my sleeve then?
No.
My shoulder?
No.
Oh, you sure?
100% I
Did you
didn't touch
really?
it.
It wasn't me.
Someone touched me on my shoulder there.
I'd have got a slap round the face, wouldn't I?
You wouldn't. I just felt someone touch my shoulder at the back.
Really? Cool. Nice.
I think someone is following us and they're just...
No, they're curious. Yeah, they are being followed, Dee.
Thought so.
Curious.
Yeah.
But that is this one that's actually one where the person was hung from.
Well, no, it's not this actual tree.
Yeah.
Really?